So my last question is if you can speak to other international students, other women, your colleagues in your respective departments who might have some interest in business or in entrepreneurship, what would you say to them to give them confidence to come over here and take a course like this?
Well, advice, if you need to hone your language skills, this is the right place. You're gonna be exposed to, or you're gonna have to talk a lot.
Well, I think that, coming from biochem background, it seemed pretty clear to me that a lot of the entrepreneurship skills could be really useful depending on what route I wanted to take. So if I wanted to eventually have my own lab, well, that's pretty similar to like starting a company, managing employees, stuff like that. It's similar types of things. But also coming from a biochem background, I just knew that there's probably a strong chance I would end up working in industry and working for a startup or eventually starting my own company.
So if you embark on something like this, it has to be out of your own drive and motivation. Your PhD advisor is more than likely not going to be the best person to drive this research. They're in academia. They have a lot of the market expertise, the technological expertise, but that drive has to come from you internally.
我强力推荐这门课，你肯定能学到很多东西，并且能很好的锻炼你的英语水平。
I definitely say that law students should take the technology entrepreneurship, especially if they want to get into business law, because what I've found is that law and business are definitely related. If you want to address legal questions without understanding a business model, you're going to have a really difficult time doing it. So as an example, you'll be writing contracts for scenarios that have not yet happened, or contracts for revenue streams that may not ever be adopted. So that's really, really helpful to understand how an entrepreneurial startup venture works.
Unlike a lot of engineering courses, this course expects you to express your opinions about the materials. When you get this equation, you get a set of equations, and you're expected to basically regurgitate them or be able to apply them in a way to some problem, as opposed to the professor asking you, what do you think about the implementation of these problems?
To my fellow MBA students, I would say this is not a course just for those in the operations and technology management specialization. I think this is for anybody who has an interest in technology, as well as looking at how to bring something to market. It helps you think through, how do you go about thinking about an idea and analyzing it in the context of the industry that you're focusing, as well as how do you sell it to potential investors or business leaders within your organization. So I think it takes you through that full process, and I think it would be a good experience for you as in an MBA program.
The interactivity of it is completely different than a law course. You actually talk to other people, work on group projects.
And, I didn't mind being the only girl in the class, but it would have been great if there's other, just more perspectives in general, I think really contribute to the learning environment.
And I highly recommend it because I think it's a great, refreshing change from the law school scene. And it's given me a lot of insight as far as working with my peers and getting to know folks and networking.
You could be the most quiet person, I guarantee you'll talk in class.